I do. I think poetry is incredibly important to contemporary life. I feel, of course, I'm saying that as a poet, um, but I think it is something that we're bombarded with all of this information all the time, right? We have the internet, we have um, this constant. We've got Twitter, we've got all of these things that are coming at us, and Facebook, and they're wonderful tools and they're great. But I think that we find it hard to settle our brains down, and poetry offers us that silence, that quiet space, and allows us to sort of reconnect with ourselves or with an idea or with an emotion. And I don't think a lot of art forms offer that, and I don't think a lot of things that are sort of pushed at us in terms of media are offering that. Yeah, it's a place almost to go and quiet yourself and reconnect. And I think that a lot of people have that in religion, and it's almost as if the poets are offering a religion of noticing things, or a religion of paying attention. And it's nice that it doesn't have any connotation other than that. You know, just notice, just pay attention, just be here. I think the social networking tools for poets have served as a wonderful way to not feel alone as an artist. And I feel like if that's all it does its job. Because we live in a world that, yes, we are talking about how a lot of people are reading poetry, and it does feel like it's out there, and it does feel like it's growing, and, you know, we're sort of petting the dog and making sure it gets bigger and healthy and has its good life. But at the same time, you also live in a world where if you tell people you're a poet, it's almost like saying, I have an amazing button collection. And someone goes, wow, why do you collect buttons? That's such an odd thing to do. And you say, oh, my buttons are really great. You should really, 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 you know, collect buttons too. That's how absurd it seems, I think, to some people. So to have those social networking tools with other poets, and to recognize that people are reading work and quoting lines of poetry and discussing it, and it starts to feel like, oh, okay, I'm not alone. And, you know, there are other people collecting buttons too.